Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Skellyverse. Whoa, that's crazy. We are here at the Skellytone spawner because I would like to reenact for you guys a tragic happenstance that occurred in this very spot not long ago. Unfortunately, I was not recording at the time. I was just doing some farming. I was trying to make another bow for our friend FelixTheBrett. Since we've given Rob one now, we want to give Brett one. We want to spread the love and send a care package and all of that amazing stuff. But when skeletons die, oftentimes they don't drop an awesome bow. They usually drop arrows and bones, but a lot of the time they drop a crappy bow. And so we have a butt-ton of these crappy bows, and they clog up the works. And then you can't get the stuff that you really want, which is a tragedy. Let me tell you. So, what do? Well, you need to throw them in the trash. You need to toss them in the trash where they belong, because nobody needs like 800 bajillion D crappy ass bows, right? This is unnecessary. This is wholly unnecessary. One, maybe two bows is fine, but really, you want these guys. They got the power. They got the power. They also have the unbreaking. No song for that one. And other stuff that we actually want, but we don't want all this trash, so we have to throw it into the trash. Well, problem is, there isn't a trash can in Minecraft. You can throw it in a barrel, which I have done for a lot of stuff, but then you just need more barrels. Eventually, you gotta get rid of them. You can throw them on the ground like that with the Q button. Q button can throw stuff, and it sits on the ground, and if you don't pick it up, it'll despawn, but that'll sit around for 5 minutes. Without a doubt, I'm gonna walk over that stupid, I'll just throw this in the trash. I'll just walk over here. Boom! It's back in the inventory. We can't have it. We need a trash can, okay? And so, what do you do? Normally, you get lava, because if you throw something into lava, it's gone. It's gone forever. It burns into a crisp and goes to item heaven or item whatever, depending on your particular. Hi, skeleton. Have fun dying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I put this lava down here. And I was like, oh, this will be cool. I can pop this open whenever I want to, and I can throw bows in there. So you take the bows in your inventory, and you put them all in there, and you're like, okay. And you go through, and you're like, Q. And then you're like, Q. And then you're like, Q. And then sometimes you goof. And you go to Axon Jackson in your inventory, and you mean to press E to open the inventory like this, but instead, whoops, you press Q, and oh god, there goes your enchanted axe that you spent all of your levels and your diamonds on, and you named it based on a cool and very popular YouTube comment, and now it's gone forever. Can't get it back. You go in there, but you're gonna die. And then you gotta go, oh, no, skeletons, help! And they don't want to help, they want to shoot you. None of this is good. Ooh, I almost just walked into the sea. It's hazardous. That's my point. It's hazardous to have. And, oh, by the way, Axon Jackson, he's gone forever. He's gone, my friends. He died in that very pit of lava as skillfully recreated just now. So I made this guy. And I had to spend even more diamonds, which we're lacking in the diamond department because I've been spending all my time doing this kind of stuff and having a good time. Haven't been doing much mining. So the diamond level is critically low. I'm going to put this back on because this is dangerous sounds around here. Very, very, very scary. I'm letting this run, by the way, so I can get my levels back up because, as you can see, they went back down again. I had to get them all the way up there. I had to sit here for a long time, collect stuff, enchant. Anyway, moral of the story is this sucks as a trash can. It's trash. You throw this trash in the trash can in itself, and it doesn't do anything because it sucks, okay? So here's what we do. We go, ashaboosh, you're gone forever. No more hazardous nonsense is gonna happen here, okay? What happened to that guy? Did I throw him in the trash? Is he trash? Oh no, there he is. Okay, good. And we'll put that back. Okay. So then I thinks to myself, I says, self, what are we gonna do about this? Well, it's clear to me that we need a better trash can. And I don't want just some run-of-the-mill trash can, because you can just make a dropper with a button, blah, 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 blah. Boring, okay? I want the world's greatest trash can. Yes, that's correct. And that, my friends, is what we are building today. The world's greatest trash can. And everything we need, I've prepared, and it is right here. And it's a little, okay, it's a little complex, all right? It's probably overkill. It's the penultimate, nay, the ultimate trash can. It is the world's greatest trash can. Oh. And that's what we're gonna do. So, buckle in, get ready, because it's gonna be a fan-freaking-tastic. And I'm gonna put it right here. Now, considerations were made for putting it somewhere in here, over here. But you know what? All back here is the redstone for all these switches and levers. Back here is storage. All back here is your stuff for the killing the skeletons, the important stuff. And down under here, I believe we can see is more wiring. So we can't put it there. Okay, we have to get out of here. We have to put it elsewhere. I could build it back at the base, but this is the place where we encounter the most trash. So I think I'm going to put it right in this area. Okay. Okay. Trash cans are cool. Okay. And it's going to be very full featured. One of the things we wanted to do is we want to have a chest as the entrance. I'm dying over here. Yeah. Anyway, I just had a little bit of a fit. Everything is, I'm fine. How are you? We need to have a chest, and we put the things in the chest, and then we even want to be able to walk away and think about it, and it'll still be in the chest. And then, amazingly, we will press a button, right? And boom, the chest will empty, and all the trash will get out of there. It's, this pick. Oh yeah, by the way, this new pick, which we're going to rename to Axon Jackson #2. Oh yeah. By the way, there you go. He's got efficiency 5, dude. Efficiency 5, that's baller. That's so crazy. I can't even believe how fast it is. But anyway, that's the idea. We want to press it. Maybe we'll have, lights to signal it, which reminds me, I didn't bring any lights. So we may have to go grab that. But that's fine. Everything's fine. And so we'll do that. And, here's another thing, but we'll get to that later. That's a little teaser. A little teaser right there. And that's something else we're going to do maybe today. Depends how long this trash situation takes. Building the world's greatest trash can take a lot out of you, and it can take a lot of time. So step 1, I'm going to crack away here. I'm going to bust out all this space, and then we will start building it. And I'm not going to show it to you in Creative World like I did with some of the other things, because we're going to do this as we go. And I think I've got the design down well enough. Designed by yours truly, by the way, all by myself, after many hours of fiddling about in a Creative World. I don't like you, block. Get out of here. After many hours of fiddling and several redesigns, I've tried to make it as compact and efficient and amazing as possible. So, without further ado, let's carve some of this out and let's get to building. Quick time lapse! Yeah, okay, that should be enough space to start. So, the whole situation hinges upon this little guy, the dropper. He's a dropper. He drops stuff. Unlike a dispenser, he only drops things if you put a bucket of water in him. He ain't gonna do much. He's gonna sit there and he's gonna spit the whole thing out, and it's gonna be great. So, whoops. Like so. See? 1 redstone pulse equals 1 item. So you notice he has an item in him still because he only got 1 pulse, and he's sad. So our system has to take into account a clock that will continuously pulse. Pulse away, my friend. Let's take this out too, okay? Because we didn't really need to do that, did we? Oh, well. Whatever, we'll make stairs here for us. So we want the button to be here, and he's going to be flush with the button. So we'll put him Actually, he's going to be to the left of the button. So he's here. Button's going to be right here. And we'll go a clickaroo and all the magic will happen. On top of his mighty head, we will place a hopper. Right like so. Which means anything that flows into this hopper flows into the dispenser. We know how that works. We've done hopper things before. This hopper is going to feed into the other hopper. See how he goes that way and he goes that way? So if we put something in here, badoosh, it goes through here and into here. So we have a hopper chain into our dropper. And right here is the chest where we will input our trash. Right here. So, for example, put some stuff in there. You can see it flows first through this hopper, then through this hopper, then into the dispenser. It's a beautiful system. It's an interconnected system of life. Give me back my coal. Okay, what do we need to do now? Well, as I said, we don't want the stuff to flow out of here unless we're ready for it to go. And we can do that. We can stop that from happening by locking this hopper. All right, let's get, we need some, let's use wood. What can we'll use cobble. Cobble's great. I just want to mark these as items that we don't want to cut apart. Oh yeah, look at all this. I lit this up. I was going to use this at some point, and now it's going to be trash. Okay. We want a few more here, right? Like so. And we'll grab our sticky piston, which we are also familiar with. He sticks and he pistons and he needs to go here. Yes, here. And in the mouth of that piston, we need us this redstone block. So when the piston extends, the block will power this hopper. And when a hopper is powered, it will no longer let items through. I will show you right here. So, boom, put that stuff in there. It's still there because this hopper's locked. So the chest is like, I don't know what to do with this andesite. I guess I'll just hang on to it. That's cool. Oh, nice, man. Nice deal. I like it a lot. And this hopper's like, you can't put stuff in my head, bro. I'm locked. Now, if we remove him, oh, look, now he flows down into the dropper. That's what we're going to use to lock and unlock our hopper and chest and dropper combination. We want this by default to be locked. So we're going to take that bad boy out of there and we are going to grab, what's this thing that I already grabbed? I should just put all that in my inventory, but that's not as fun. Give me some space here, guys. Yeah, I'm on the, it's just in my area. We're going to need this area too. There's a couple ways we could design this. It can go all in a line. It can also go like in an L for long ways or something. But we'll just see what we end up with. So there, this torch now powers this piston, which pushes here, which locks the hopper. Very good, very fine. Everything's great. We love it. Yes, we do. Now, we want a button that will allow us to press upon it, and then that button will retract this piston and this block, which will unlock this hopper, which will start the flow of items. And that's going to be like our flush mechanism, like you're flushing a toilet. To do such a thing, we're going to put that right, oh, no, not right there. We're going to put that right to here, yes. And the button will be right here. Now, by itself, not going to do anything, right? We need to wire it. We will take a signal from our button, and I don't need any of those things. We do need redstone, though. Let's grab it. I know. Let's just grab it all. I know. Come on. I know. All right, here we go. Blue. So this button is going to power this block, which is going to power this redstone, which is going to run out here into this block, which is holding the torch. Now, if this block gets powered, it's going to invert this torch. In other words, it's going to turn it off. So now when we press that button, skadoosh, it goes back. And of course, it only stays for as long as there's power to this block. And that amount of time is that right there. The time during which this button is pressed. Yes. Boy, this is really gross. I actually a lot hate having cobble for this. Hold on. Be right back. Badoosh. Okay. Much much better. I went and grabbed some white concrete to denote the area where we have redstonery. And oh boy, that looks a lot better. And this might be, I don't know, we'll deal with the aesthetics of this button later on. We could put a wood button there, that might look better. As a kind of a little camouflage, but now we have white concrete. And that looks a crap ton better, right, my dude? Yes, indeed it does. Okay, so what's next? We have this long and that, okay, so let's show you actually, because now this should actually work. So say if we put 8 items in here. Okay, let's make sure there's something in there. All right, so we've got 8 items in this chest. If we press the button now, like I said, this is going to retract and it's going to unlock the hopper, but only for as long as this button. So badoosh, badoosh. And it actually only took 3 items out of there. And now this hopper's locked, so it's actually holding on to this item, and only 2 of those made it into our dropper. So we need a way to know when the dropper's done spitting stuff out so that we know when we can relock this hopper, because we want the system to be kind of automated. We don't want to have to flip a switch and then wait and then check it and then unflip a switch. We want to use science, man. We are scientists today, and we are doing redstone science, and it's great. How do we do this? Well, as luck would have it, there is a thing called a comparator, which we used in the clock. And as I mentioned in that clock inside the skeleton's head, comparators work by determining how many items are in the container that it is facing. And this is the facing end here, and it will output a signal depending on what's going on there. Take another concrete, and boom, we will put that right there. Need more space. Yes, this is getting ridiculous on the space. I knew it was big because I designed it, man. Why didn't I count space? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to move that. Although this will all get covered up after. I tried to design it so that it can be flush and flat. So all you really see is these guys and maybe a light if I put that in there. The comparator is going to detect, and I tried to use it on the dropper, but that actually didn't end up working very well because the dropper can be empty in between spits. So it spits one out, it's empty for a fraction of a second, and then another one comes in from the hopper, and that would actually shut the system off. So I didn't have a good time with that. So I decided we'll key off of this second hopper. So when this second hopper is empty, I think I just said when. Did I say when? Anywho, when single this hopper is empty, then we know all of the items have made it from the chest through the hoppers into the dropper. And as long as we have a fast clock on the dropper, we'll know that he spit all of his items out. We're keying off of this hopper. So let's see that in action. So what we need to do now is we need to strengthen this signal. We'll get to this part in a minute. But this part, we need a repeater. That's going to take the signal, which is only 1 redstone pulse signal thing long. You're going to feed it into here. That's going to just amp it up, and it's going to be so excited. And we need, yet again, more space. Really need a lot of space for this thing. I mean, if you want the world's greatest trash can, it's not gonna be a tiny little machine, you know? It's gonna be complex. Complexities have occurred. Okay, this here, we'll take this guy and we'll learn this line out over this way, and he'll connect right like a so, okay? This is good. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So something like that over here. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of. It's not a great sound, is it? Okay. And then that will connect. What? A train approaches, I guess. Whatever. So what's going to happen here is, as this signal is detected from the hopper by the comparator, it's going to send it out across here, and it's going to keep this block powered, which will keep this torch unlit. So let's see that happen. And now what should happen now is all 8 blocks should make it from the chest to the hopper to the next hopper. I'm just going to trigger that to keep that open. So basically, as long as there's items in here, this is going to stay back and this hopper is going to stay unlocked and things are going to keep flowing through. So what should happen when I press this button is all 8 items should end up in here. See how it's staying open? 8. Perfection. Let's do that again, because I want to show you the other side. 8. Press a button, and look, see this little signal right here coming out of the comparator goes all the way over here, and he shuts that guy off. Yes, which pulls that back, which unlocks the hopper, blah, blah, blah. We've explained it enough. I don't want to over-explain it. It's been explained, okay? So we got that. That's basic premise 2 or 3. I haven't been keeping track. This now is a functional chest system that will only empty when we press a button. So that is requirement 1 in the bag, baby. Now I could probably, route this down here and blah, 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 but it's fine. This is all going to be covered up. We don't need to kill ourselves making it look super delicious. Part 2. Like I said, we need to send a clock signal to this dropper. How can you do that? Well, since Minecraft 1 point whatever, I'll put it on the screen. You know me, editors note it'll be there. You'll see. Since Minecraft 1 point whatever, observers have existed. And what observers do is they observe. So let me just give you a little demonstration. See this line right here? That's redstone line. If something happens right in the vision of this observer, it's going to go, whoa, the hell was that? And it's going to spit out a signal that you can use to do stuff. So this is great if you want to detect when something moves in front of your observer. Boom. See that? It clicked. I'll do it again. Oh, it did it again. Boom, click, boom, click. How do we make this into a clock? Well, if you put 2 observers, oh God, they're so hard to place. You piece of trash. Trash. Okay. Which way do we need to do this? That way. There we go. Now, they're detecting each other. This guy detects, which then that guy detects, and they detect each other back and forth forever. So this basically gives us a clock, right? And we can use that to empty our dropper. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, he spits it out. Now, we could just leave this like so, and it could click away for eternity. But you know what? That is super annoying. Nobody wants to hear that. Stop it. So what do? Well, we key off of our previously mentioned comparator and hopper. So again, we're going to use the state of this hopper to determine whether or not we should run this clock. So all that we really have to do is add another repeater here to strengthen the signal, and then we can take a piston like so. Piston, very good. And this piston, whenever this repeater gets powered, it's going to push it out. He's going to be like, Faboosh. So, if you may have guessed already, what we do is we take 1 observer and we place him. Did I get the direction right? Nope, I got the direction wrong. I always do. What is happening? Just to do the place. There we go. He's this way, okay? He's that way. I hope he's that way. Okay, so boom. That's basically it. When this turns on, because there's stuff in this hopper, it's going to activate the clock because it's going to push this guy into this guy's face. And then he's going to output the signal and poop out all the things in the dropper. Poop. Okay. All right. I'm 12. I know. Deal with it. So let's put our 8 blocks back in there. And if everything has gone to plan, we should see the trash can in action. Spit, 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 spit. He's done. He turns off. No loud noise. World's great. Nope, not yet. We're not done. We got more to add to the world's greatest trash can. Because would it really be the world's greatest trashed can if it didn't have lights and sounds? No, it would not. So let's add that. Okay, how do we do it? Well, step 1. Oh, you thought I forgot, did you? Nah, we gotta mark our lines, son. You can't have lines all willy-nilly. You gotta know if you're digging around and you run into white concrete, you're like, well, that was put there on purpose. I probably shouldn't just chop through that when I'm digging around. So that's why we do it. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? My dude. Anybody know? Do you know? Do I know? Maybe. Oh yeah, lights and sounds. Okay, lights and sounds. How do we do that? Sounds. Sounds are accomplished with a note block. And I'm explaining all this stuff. Okay, take time out, break, time out, time out. I know. I'm explaining all this stuff. And you know what? If you already know Redstone, if you're a veteran of the game, then you're just sitting here like, bitch, I knew all this. You're bony, but isn't telling me nothing. And I know, you know what? But I think when I watch stuff, I like to see it explained. It's neat. It's neat to see people's thought processes. And sometimes you learn some stuff. You don't know it all. I for sure don't know it all. This took me hours to figure out. And people probably look at this and say, that's simple. But it took a lot of trial and error. But you know what? I enjoyed the process. I like figuring stuff out. It's one of my things. So here we go. Note block. Here's a note block. The note block has a different sound depending on what it's sitting on. So if it's on this stone, it sounds like that. Boom, 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 boom. And when you right click it, you can change the tone of it. Boop, 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 boop. So that's great. If it's on air, it sounds like this. Whee! That's pretty fun. Okay. This is wonderful. We're going to use that to give us a sound for when our trash is done. It's going to go bling blong when it's done detrashing. And we're going to do that by keying off of this torch. So right now the torch is lit. We're going to put it, we're going to put this guy and we're going to give him the delay. Okay, and then, sorry, friend, I'm going to have to ruin part of your whatchamahoosit. Ready on. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of that, and this, and that, and that, and that, and we'll put it all back. Maybe. If we feel like it, we'll put it back. Don't hassle me, bro. Don't hassle me. So, I'll put this guy, ooh, yeah, pro placement. And then we'll give this guy, I don't know, 1 tick? Sure. Plop him down, and then let me find the right notes here. There we go. We're going to do that. Okay. So what should happen is it's on right now, but when you have a note block and it's powered continuously, it don't do jack. It just sits there looking at you like, what? I don't know what to do. I got too much power. The power is overwhelming. So we take and we use this guy now. As previously mentioned, he goes out. He goes out when the thing needs to happen. And God, okay. Let me use my brain here and tell you the actual words. He turns off when we press the button, and he stays off until everything is done flushing, and then he comes back on. And that pulse, when he comes back on, is going to trigger this. So let's test it out and see what it sounds like. We'll use dirt this time. And we'll do a 5er. Here we go. Oh, that's good. I'm going to put one more tick of delay in there, and we'll just throw a few of them in there. Quickie. Oh, I am overly excited by this trash can. It's trash-tastic. Oh, yeah, let's not do anything crazy. Let's get this lit up over here. We don't want anyone to die when they're trying to come through here using the trash can. So now you may be screaming furiously at your monitor, television, tablet, or phone and saying, but Skellytone, why? How? You just gonna throw the trash into nothing? Well, no, sir, I am not. We require one last item that I cleverly and skillfully didn't bring with me and also destroyed. We need lava. So hang tight. I'll be right about. Yeah. Well, okay, my friends. Here we go. This is almost the final piece. So what we do is we take note. This guy, he's going to do the dropping. So we put our lava here. and anything that falls in the lava is going to die. And then we, just for safety's sake, since we're OSHA hello? Gosh, dang it. Okay, sorry. I got a little too country there. I just accidentally fadooshed my lava. So, be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Let's not ruin it this time. Skadoosh! That goes in there. And then skadoosh, that goes right there. So, twofold. OSHA approved. We're not going to get a fine from the city for having open lava. And 2, this stops the items from going past the lava. They're stuck in there forever. And one last thing that I want to do is I want to put a lamp in here to denote when this trash can is working. The easiest place to put this is going to be right there, because when this is on, that's going to travel under there. We'll save ourselves trying to wire anything up. It's for convenience. You know, sometimes you want to be convenient. So let's put our, 9. We're getting crazy. All right, let's give it a shot. Here we go. Light is on. System is working. Blocks are being destroyed. And the world's greatest trash can. I probably didn't need to do the can on my own, because you know what? I'm gonna put those effects on myself, and it'll be fantastic. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean all this up. I'm gonna put. You be quiet, you spooks. Yeah, I'm going to put the things back. What am I talking about? So I'm going to put all of the stone back and then put some signs up. And we will be back at ya in a moment. This guy. How are you going to sled now, guy? Huh? You flatten all the things? Anyway, yes, Brett is doing an awesome job as city commissioner. He's a very fantastic man. And actually, since the recording of the last segment, he has posted an episode in the Skellyverse. So you should go check it out. I'll put a link below. You can kind of see what's going on over on that side of the world. It is very fine and very fun, and you will enjoy his dulcet tones. Anywho, here we go. I fixed it. Look, it's so much better. And before, it looked a little trash. The trash can looked like trash, and now it looks glorious. I don't know what this design is. I just wanted it to look better, and so this is what we get. Yeah, we got the same kind of signs, a little roof, a nice wooden frame, some safety rails, and then, you know, in case you don't want to fall out of the trash can, and of course all the functionality is the same. Additionally, I shedazzled up the area in here somewhat. The maintenance hatch, I've overhauled this whole area, so this is the same as before. This is the back of the skeleton death farm with all the redstone, which is unsightly, but it's fine. This is maintenance hatch. And I move stuff around down here so that we can get at all the parts of our new creation. We can check it out, make sure that it's working okay. And also, I took these note blocks, and they were here before. They were also raised up one. And that was causing problems with the floor because they need space above them in order to work. So I moved them this way, and they're here now. And they're very happy. And I filled in all this stuff over there. So that's that. This is all done, and we can use it to destroy trash that we don't want. Speaking of, we have a bunch of Krizap that we've been collecting throughout this process. And I've been leaving these dudes just run. So I've been combining bows. I've got some pretty nice ones going on here somewhere. And one that we have made for FelixTheBrett. And we'll go deliver that here in just a moment, even though I think this episode's running kind of long because I did a lot of blah, 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 explaining all this redstone. I hope you enjoyed it, though. I hope it was useful or entertaining or both. If you want to design also this can of trash that is the best in the entire world, then you can now do so, because I tried to make it as tutorial-y as possible. Let's put it to the test. Let's collect all of the trash that we can find in this area, which there's a lot of, and we'll slap it all in here and flush it away. All right, let's get started. All right, flush one. Let's go. Let's go check it out. Ah, look at them all. Burning to a crisp. Die, you trash. It's a beautiful thing. Ah, and the tone lets us know our trash has been flushed. Ready for the next set of nonsense. All right, while that's flushing, we'll collect some more stuff. The reason I'm disenchanting these is just because why not? It helps us gain maybe a couple levels overall when we do it. And honestly, I cannot think of one good reason to keep leather armor. Gold, you can melt it down, and I believe the same with chainmail, you'll get an iron nugget. So maybe we'll do that, but this leather, nonsense. See ya! Trash! Yeah. All right. Well, things are fairly cleaned up here now. We have all of our enchanted bows. We got rid of a lot of the armor. I'm going to melt down a lot of those. I don't know. It might be worth it. Got rid of all this extra armor because honestly, it's useless. And everything else is no longer clogged up with a bunch of extra bows from these jerks. So, what's next? Well, I'm going to clean up a little more. I'm going to get rid of this chest. I'm going to put all my things back in the storage unit, back in the base. But right now, we're going to go deliver a gift to our good friend FelixTheBrett. So let's slap all this crap in here, and we'll do that real quick. I'll show you guys just a real fast clip of that, and then I think we'll be done. And we will need a chest and a sign. Chest. Sign. All right, let's go. All right, we're back. We're back at the house. We're ready to ride. Look a little different. I fixed up the path, and I still need a boat dock. That's been on my to-do list for like a bajillion years. Let's ride. I'm not even going to time-lapse this because I know we are drastically over time for this episode. Oh, that reminds me. Even though we are drastically over time for this episode, here's the thing that we were given by Brett himself. It was a dark oak, sapling, and some building materials and fun stuff, and we thank him very much for that. And as you can see here, I've already been farming dark oak, and in fact, dark oak is what I used as the border of the trash can. This is a long episode already, so we'll see you when we get there. 100,000 sand blocks. That is a fine price. I've done the math. That's approximately 30 double chests filled with stacks of sand, so it might take a while to get that together, but, you know, maybe we'll rent the place. Who knows? Could be a summer home. All right. I think we will... Wow. It's really nice, isn't it? Horse has disappeared again. Fantastic. We'll get him back in a minute. Hopefully he's not wandering off while being invisible. Now, we don't have time for a full tour today, but old Gary here, we're going to leave him with some goods for our friend. Skadoosh. 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 And skadoosh. Dear FTB, feed the Brett. Thanks for the work on the roads. On roads. Mayor Skelly. Beautiful. Enjoy this fantabulous bow. Now, to find that dumb horse. There he is. All right, stupid. Let's go. Take care, Gary. Look at that guy coming into view over the horizon, protecting our fair land from all manner of spooks and ghouls. Well, boils and ghouls, that is, without a doubt, all the time we have for today. In fact, that's probably more than the time we have for today. So thank you for watching, and until next time, peace out. We have a friend. Hello, friend. That's a very nice sword you have. Your face is all messed up. Your bone, I see your skull. It's sticking out. You must have come from here. Sir, be gone! Or stay? Oh well. Yeah. I'm preparing right now to record, so can you get? I'm busy. I'm not trying to record yet. I'm preparing, doing the work to put in. And when you're just here lazy bone and pig flesh bone man. All right, pig flesh bone man. I got work to do. Oh. He disagrees.